Hello! Welcome to what I'm calling the abomination. This is what you get when you chop the end off your 2 kilowatt heater, very badly weld an aluminium extrusion and attach an EGR cooler straight onto the output of the burn chamber. The rag here is stuffed up the exhaust to keep all the exhaust gas going that way and not a lot coming out this way. Yes, it should have a cap or an end or something, but stuff and rag. Perfect. What I'm going to do is run this first, show you it working, and then after that we'll disassemble it and talk a bit more about it. Here we are running at full power. I want to leave everything turned off just now, so I'm going to turn on the meter in degrees C. So that'll be boiling water coming out of there. It's more than boiling, which that means it's steam. Now I'm going to turn the pump on and we'll get an initial burst of hot water. I hope that mirror's waterproof. What is this bullshit? What is 190 degrees at? Well, that thermocouple's shot at the bed. Handy. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense now. As people suggested, it's now coming out of the pump into this end of the EGR cooler and then pushed along up towards the hot end and then out and in there. And as we can see, the temperature 60 degrees, yeah, and it's definitely 60 degrees. I'm sure some of you clever people out there could actually use the time that this video is taken versus the temperature increase over time to work out how many kilowatts that's actually outputting as temperature. We're now going to find out what temperature my pump will stop at, perhaps. So this is just the 2 kilowatt here. Doing its little best, and well, as you can see, the water's, well, you can cook hot dogs in there. For all of you strange people that wanted to cook hot dogs in this water, it will just keep going until it's, well, boiling 100 degrees. I'm just going to let this run for a few minutes just so I can speed it up and tell you how long it took to go this amount of time to reach 70 degrees. Look at that poor pump, it's not happy. Oh, it's getting not happy. I'm going to turn it down, turn the heater down now, let it, actually we'll just turn it off. We've seen it running now. What I'm going to do is let it cool down, turn off, and then I'll disassemble it and show you what's going on with it. Although it's not really a great surprise, but you know, it's, you might find it interesting. I wanted to leave a video running now because hopefully you can hear that is my carbon monoxide alarm, folks, so I know when there's too much carbon monoxide. Yes, thanks. I've got the extractor fan on and the door open. I just have to wait for it to stop beeping so I can finish filming. Right, I'll turn the pump off. Pump off, and we'll unplug the fuel line. Let it drip diesel everywhere. Marvellous. Right. Poke you back in there. I'm not unplumbing the pump because water will go everywhere and make a horrible mess. Alright, let's take the... Oh, that's impressive, it hadn't actually burnt the rag. Well, look at that. Silencer was just sitting there. Can you see the moisture? There's liquid dripping out of here because obviously you're, well, not obviously, but as you lower the temperature of the exhaust, you're essentially bringing it down to its dew point where it actually condenses all the water vapor that's in the exhaust, because you're burning hydrocarbons. So they join together and they make water. Well, right, okay. So let's take the EGR off of the bit. Not with that spanner though. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. There it is. One spanner. For the love of God! The carbon monoxide level is lowering, just not fast enough for the carbon monoxide alarm. Could I have used longer threads? It would appear not. Okay, this was the, well, it still is, the 2 kilowatt heater. What I have modified somewhat with this end plate. So, welding this lovely flange onto this lovely piece of aluminium tube was pretty much a doddle. I mean, these are the first practical aluminium welds I've ever done, and they turned out not too bad, if I do say so myself. That was beautiful. Now, the dog shit mess that has happened here was me trying to weld into this casting. Now, here's a test bit. Let me see if I can zoom in on this bit. If I pull the thing back and zoom in on that. Oh, too much. Back a little bit. Look at the porosity. Look at the bubbles. It was like welding an aluminium sponge. There's just so many bubbles. I couldn't really make a weld. But it's on. It's not the greatest. What I would do differently is don't weld anything onto the cast. The burn chamber inside is steel. You've just cut a hole in the burn chamber. All you do is take the burn chamber out and weld a long tube right on the end of the burn chamber in steel. And it's a doddle to weld. Just get the MIG out and buzz it on. Don't waste your time trying to weld this cast aluminium. Just weld a longer burn chamber, make a flange. Beautiful. Don't know why I didn't think of it before. I wish I had. Anyway, that's the heater. There's nothing exciting about that. It's just a tube and a flange. Oh, I'm gonna spill water. I can sense it. Oh, right, things are. Oh, I've tied a knot in pipes. Right, hold on. Wait a minute. Get out of there. It's hot water. Get off, some bitch. Right. Yeah. Oh, come on. Really? 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 Okay, I think the incessant beeping has finally stopped. So, AEIO, EGR cooler. Can you see into the blackness there? It's a tube filled with holes. Does that make any better? Exhaust goes through the holes, surrounded by water. Exhaust comes out the bottom hole. Water doesn't come out there. It goes through the two tubes on the top. That is the EGR cooler in essence. Somebody asked me if I could make one out of copper piping and braze it all together and make your own. You could. I'm not going to, because this was £38. There's no way I could buy copper tube, fitting, braze it all together and do all of that for the £38. Literally, that is you're ready. Bolt onto your thing, make an exhaust for it, done. Hot water, sorted. That's it. People have also asked, well, what's the point of it? Why would you do this? So for me, I'm thinking perhaps like where I'm standing just now, I'm just standing on concrete basically. I could make an underfloor heating mat. You've seen things like a foam block, but it's got the channels cut for underfloor heating pipe. I could make something like that to stand on. I could use this to heat up, because as you saw, it heats up relatively quickly and to a really nice hot temperature. And that could be a nice underfloor heating mat. I'm also going to make an end, another end for this to fit into a massive intercooler and put a fan in it and see how much heat and extract straight out of the exhaust, or from the from the heat out of the exhaust through the intercooler, and how much air it'll heat up. That's another video for another day. But that is the modified 2 kilowatt heater running straight into the EGR. And as I said I know a minute ago, don't try and weld the aluminium onto the aluminium, just weld it right onto the burn chamber inside and make a nice long burn chamber. That's pretty much it. It's still, yeah, it's, I don't know, about 50 degrees still. It heats up water fast. All those guys saying about the contraflow heating up pipe, you were absolutely spot on. That is, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Perfect. Well, thanks for watching, guys.